Oh, big dog's out?
The big dog's here at GALOT. All right.
Oh, CJ? Oh, dang.
All right, yesterday's video testing, I had no in-car camera because it kept falling off. It was a suction cup issue. But don't judge me. This pass we're not gonna have an in-car, but after that, then I'll put a camera in there. We were here GALOT testing the heat of the day. Where we left off yesterday, we made a bar change, didn't loosen the shock up, so we loosened the shock way up. Like, shock is loose. Hopefully it pulls off. Slowed it down just a little bit for the heat, but we're still trying to go fast. And yeah, that's what we got going on. I'm excited.
Hey drivers, please make sure you fill the tank cards out before you bring them to the tower.
Not me.
Don't come up here and hand me a tank card.
Not me. We're gonna go shakedown with this, probably just 330 hit. Hopefully it pulls off, makes 300 foot. That's what we're looking for. And then we're gonna come around and make a rip in that. And while this is cooling off, we'll be running that. And we got Kevin here, we got Scott here. There's a bunch of people here. It should be a really good day.
And after that,
We're going to Pittman's car. Yeah, it's gonna be busy. So get excited. We want to be the first car down. So let's get this thing hooked up and push up.
Takes about 60 feet. Loosen.
Big tuner guy?
Big tuner guy. Made a big shock change. Topped the shock out early, but the bar and everything looks good.
Yeah.
We need to tighten up the shock. To go that slow, we need to tighten it up a little bit. It was riding once it was topped out. It was just slow. So, track is brutal right now.
Mason over there, just in his
Mason's
element.
here, Rusty's here.
Dude is in his element right now.
And his brother Tyler. Shannon's here.
There's a whole lot of people here, dude.
All right, so we just ran our first shakedowns. Kind of opposite of what everyone would expect. I spun in the vet. I left the same tune-up in from last night, which you're swinging at it to see if it'll take it. Didn't take it, obviously, so we got to slow that down. And then Slick Rick, it was slow up front, a little aggressive in the mid-track, but it seemed to like the bar change because it did separate. So we took a lot of bite out of it. Moved that instant center out and down, which would make it harder to separate, loosen the shock up and it separated. So put a couple clicks in the shock, a little bit more up front, and then where we were a little spicy, slow it down. So more power, less power, tighter shock, and we'll see if it goes down. Ooh. Now we got I'm hoping they do driver's meeting, and then they do one more shake and then first round. That would make the most sense. Ain't no way we're gonna come out here for one shakedown and then go to first round. Shout out to our newest sponsor, Alani.
Don't do that. They're gonna sponsor you.
Alani should, because Alani is marketed towards women, but I drink the hell out of them.
They do livery with like an Alani livery. I'm just
what
saying.
flavor are you drinking today?
Cosmic Stardust.
For all you guys out there, just if you're ever buying these at the store and you go to checkout and they're like, oh, like looking at you, be like, oh, it's for my girl, and then you're clear there. But I like what is it, cherry slush? That shit hits. I do know the name.
Good for you.
Yeah, they're good.
They are good.
And they don't make me feel like I'm gonna have a heart attack like a Bang. So last time I drank a Bang, I had to stand in a cold shower for about 10 minutes because I thought I was dying.
I drank one and I was done with that.
One and done, dude.
Yeah.
So shout out to Alani, come on board. I'm gonna send them this video.
2026 season.
No, right now, 2025.
Just jump on board
right
mid-season?
now.
Okay.
Right now.
All right, whatever. That's cool.
I'll run that shit in PDRA, Alani.
God,
you know how many?
Every video you're just like, Alani.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone's just
Beginning of
drinking
every
them.
video.
But just think about everyone out here. They got their wife or their daughter or their girls or even like me. I mean, I drink an Alani. If we had a cooler full of Alani, we'd probably win more races, honestly.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Alani, get on board.
I do appreciate y'all being here. Like I told you guys before, this is something that we're dedicated to doing. So this will continue. I know I've had a lot of questions about the whole IHRA thing. That's not going to affect what we're doing at no cost. So we're going to continue to do this. We're going to continue to grow it. So I appreciate you guys being here and supporting us. I know there's other races going on this weekend, other places, but you guys are here and I really do appreciate that a lot. So thank y'all for coming and supporting us.
11-12. And who got the ball?
I'd much rather in the other class, but
Right.
damn.
I
got the bye. In the wrong class, though. Hey, look, we got Kevin Mullins here.
Hey.
And I just want to take another second to talk about. He put a tune-up in that black Corvette on the dyno. You probably really only spent like an hour tuning it. Really. He made like, what, 3 pulls? And then drove it a little bit. This thing is hauling ass. I drove it home last night. I'm not hyping you up. One of the better driving cars I've ever driven as far as tune-up goes. It don't surge ever. It starts great. It cruises great. I haven't checked the fuel economy. We didn't get that far yet, so I'll get back with you on that. But
hey, it's miles per mile.
I say, who
the
cares
smile-
about fuel
yeah,
economy? Are you kidding me?
It's insane. So if you guys think Kevin's only out there tuning race cars, you're wrong, because he put on a clinic with this thing. And he built the whole fuel map from scratch. Like, you literally did it, made a pull, shit was spot on. So Kevin's a bad dude when it comes to tuning, for sure. So, yeah, so we're going to, at least I'm getting through first round. I'm hunting.
Hell yeah,
I'm
brother.
hunting Adam McCoy. Just like, pow, just like that. Just like that.
Adam said he's doing that ass.
I hope I make it to the finals with him. That'd be great.
sick.
That'd be great. So
Adam's doing that ass.
I think he got that white 3rd gen Camaro with a blower on it. So leave that same tune-up in there. Y'all be tearing him up. But yeah, no. Right in the first round, I really would have liked the second shakedown. I thought that would be really cool. But they scraped the track. They're working on it. We got Dace in a nitrous. I think it's a big block nitrous S10. So we're gonna leave the tune-up same. Leave the tune-up the same. Tune-up the same. Get hype, boys.
What it do, baby?
NC Pro Motor following the LS Nasty group. John Doc's gonna get it done tonight. I can feel it.
Oh yeah. NC Pro Motor just put it out there. You're taking it home tonight.
Will be.
Who'd you guys have first round?
Blue nitrous truck. I think big block nitrous.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But that was a good
Taking
save.
on Plan B.
Bro, I've never had that thing wheelie like that, bro.
For a wheelie?
Yeah, it was like sitting up this, went all the way up and just kept climbing. I was like, what the fuck? It never does that shit. Then again, all the alignment's straight now, so I mean, that's probably part of it.
First round, got the win. It was ugly.
So yeah,
Working on the chassis still.
Back,
it looked like it went left. It didn't wheelie though, did it?
NC Pro Motor on YouTube.
I don't think it wheelied. I topped the shock out early. The later I top the shock out, the less it'll wheelie. Kevin's making a bar change. Kevin's going over the motor. They just called us for a street car class. This is a terrible idea.
Yeah. Right there. Dang. Wow.
No! God, please, no!
Chris, a lucky man.
All right, boys, girls, cats, dogs, fish, lizards, iguanas. What else? Shrimp.
I wish.
Starfish. My sister got a starfish in her coral reef tank. Shout out to all you coral reef out there.
Shout out to all the pair.
Slick Rick. Missing E2 right now. I'm over the runs on the lifters. They say change the lifters every 75 runs. I'm over that by about 25 runs. Knocked 2 lifters out of it. Went down. Did it look rough when I made a pass? But the thing hauled ass, dude. The thing almost PB mile an hour, and I chopped the throttle 4 times. So we're getting the tune-up dialed in. The chassis is close. I need to take a little bit of preload out of that top right bar to get it to drive to the right a little bit more. But I was pretty happy with how it pulled off in the heat. It liked it. He likes the weight on the axle. So we're still in with the vet. I've been swinging at it with the vet because I'm just trying to go faster and faster. I had a buy last round. This round, I'm going to have to race someone, I think. So we backed it down. And then if it goes down and we win, we're going to put some timing in it and try to blow it up. I mean, try to go faster. So it's already expensive. This weekend's gotten expensive quick. Cam and lifter's probably about 4,000 or 5,000. So we're... Yep. So we need some side jobs. You guys need any mulching done in the Eastern Carolina? Or, yeah, Eastern Carolina. Mulching, driveways. You need a ditch dug. Hit me up. Talk to me. Yeah. We'll get it done. So hit us up with those side jobs. We'll hook you up on the price. Mulching, brush cutting. I got a grapple attachment for my Miniac. I mean, you name it, we could do it. We'll fuck it up for half the price. That's our saying.
I'll trade the parts.
Yeah. So, all right, I'm going to go get the vet.
Have to womp on him. Dang.
What an ass.
disrespect to my man in the El Camino. I like that car. Guy seems like a cool dude. Zero disrespect. I was pissed. I missed the trans brake button when I grabbed it. It's got this big mushroom button, and I grabbed the side of it. As soon as I grabbed it and went wide open, I don't know if I wasn't on it or like it like lurched a little bit when I grabbed the trans brake, and it released. So like thank God I was late getting on it, because I went 060 on the tree just like that. But my thumb was still on it, and it engaged the trans brake again while I was out there. And then I crammed that thing in second gear, and it starts riding. And then on the big end, I'm like,
yeah, that's what you were doing.
I shouldn't have done that.
Don't worry, everybody here heard
public
that.
apology. I apologize. No disrespect by that. I was more mad at myself, honestly.
I just heard it go wop, wop, wop. Oh, and it was before the finish line. You weren't even at the finish line yet. You weren't in the shutdown or nothing. You were just
ahead of him.
Yes.
Bro, I made that same pass on whatever road this is going home last night, all right? I was just cruising that thing. Yeah, tune up great. It hooked, and then I grabbed the trans brake twice. I need a bump box, bro.
Oh my God. Just cruising around the pits.
Well, in the semis with the vet. Rusty, how do we look out here today? Rusty, honest. We look rough. We look rough.
Rough.
But sometimes rough's what you gotta be.
I'm just confused out here.
Give me a bark for him one time. We've got the dog in us today. Woo! There we go.
Tell me how you're in like round 3, you knock the tires off every time.
Yeah.
And then this car, you actually didn't knock the tires off, which normally does knock the tires off.
Well, I think the new upgrades we've done to this are working great.
Yo, they are.
The weight on the axle, bro, I'm gonna go put 150 pounds on my 450's axle. Like, seriously. I mean, that's the move. And it's funny because that Reese car had 125 on it. It's like, that's the thing to do. No, forget I'm saying this. Don't want to give everybody our secret.
Edit.
Yeah, y'all know how, y'all have to have some horsepower to do that. But, you know, the C5, I'm just not really like, we're not connected yet. So, but we're going to have to connect on this next one.
This is kind of lame.
about it. You get the best looking car in the class.
I mean, yeah.
With space.
This is sharp, dude.
Yeah.
And drive it home, like for real, like real time driving home.
Yeah.
I got the video of him driving it home last night.
What went to your mind when you saw that? You're like,
good old days.
remember when you come out here and I was driving Chris's black van?
Yep.
So Adam went fast last pass. Should I double bulb Adam or no? Just straight up like cutthroat.
The respectful racer side of me says no. The me side of me says you should double bulb him and go straight to the mat.
I really want to, but I really do like Adam. Adam's an awesome dude. Yeah, I have button problems.
Just tell me you didn't have the other button, so you didn't know what else to do.
Yeah, you were confused. You were lost in the sauce.
You are late. We need the street. You are late. You should be in the lane. Street. You should be in the lane. Get
was a run right there, boy.
Bro, this is karma for me hossing the gas on the last guy. That shit came right back at me. But I got TKM. Kevin put a tune-up in that thing and ran out my life, dude. Ran out my life. The disrespect. I got a bone to pick with Kevin. How dare he do that to me? I got in up on the chip too. I'm 060 on the light, which is like pretty respectful for me in this. Look at CJ. Bro, he
drive around you.
He drove around me. That Pro Charger life. He out Pro Chargered me. We need a pulley. Yeah, he's small block forwarded me for sure, dude.
He got a fucking man motor.
You know, that was a tough
He has
watch.
the wrong combination.
You know
That's
what?
a good combination for that. You need a turbo on this thing.
I think I got a protest. I think he had nitro in there because the whole time in the shutdown he just had flames coming out of exhaust. I think we need to test his fuel. I demand a fuel test on him right now.
I think you should go smell it.
Had 2 Pro Charge cars going down sound. It slowed down. It went. Well, I can't. We need to order a pulley and get back to the dyno ASAP. We have to.
Make that dyno bonus too.
That shit hurt. I almost drove it out the gate and drove it home.
Probably should have.
I was really looking forward to a winter circle photo with Alora, and Adam just crushed my dreams.
Yep, you're gonna drive a straight TK.
Or what do you have to say to Adam? Talk to the camera. Tell him.
He warned us.
He did warn us.
He did. He was polite about it, though. I'll give him that. He was very polite. Until John wasn't, and that's called karma.
About 3:30 on, I saw a Mustang in my side window. Probably. I left on him pretty good, didn't I?
Yeah, you cut his head off.
Yep. The old 5-finger discount. Shut down. I think there's nitro in there.
That's what someone said.
We gotta test it. We gotta test his fuel. And what tune-up you put in that thing?
I really don't know what to run. I swear to God I don't.
Out his life.
You know better than that. I don't believe it.
You better watch
It
out.
looked good.
Did you look at your phone? I texted you.
I seen it.
What'd I say?
How dare you do that to me? That shit was so funny. I was over there revving and shit, and I just like dying laughing. Tell me that wasn't fun though.
Yeah, I mean that's why we're doing it, right?
That was fun. That was fun.
Yeah. No, I'm glad. Well, hey, the guy in the final broke.
Did he for sure?
Yeah, oh dude.
He blew up, so yeah,
Lots of smoke.
take the beat and win. Bullshit that I win. You could also I gotta pay for this cam and lifters, all right? And now I gotta pay for that shit out of pocket.
But you could go down there and probably sell a motor.
Yeah, you could definitely get him on a motor package
bad,
right now.
Real bad.
Well, I think
I think made some noises and went.
Honest truth. Honest truth. I had Kevin try to work on this thing before, and I think he took some timing out of it.
I think he sabotaged it.
I think he slowed it down.
Yeah.
I think he did.
Sure
Yeah.
he did.
Yeah.
Much shit you've been talking about.
I know.
No.
I think he did.
I helped. I fixed the coming up on the 2 step. That's all I done.
He's just a German Shepherd.
What bloodline is it? Italian Mastiff.
He built like a bull.
She normally rides.
She rides him around actually, and that's.
I asked that because my brother brings
About his burnout though. He's got to do that shit further though.
You got time.
You got. I mean, he got at least. You can do the burnout short, but you just don't touch the brakes until you're at about 150 foot, and you back up
What
about
would you
50.
have done if Adam would have done a burnout way past you?
I'd have pulled it back in gear and drove in front of him and then backed up. I almost was hoping. After I had my burnout, I was looking at my mirror, and then when he stopped, I'm like, nah, he don't want these problems. He don't want these problems. Logan, he asked what I'd do if Adam burned out past me.
I was stuck it back and drive.
You think I'm joking?
No, I know you would. I know you
But,
would.
you know,
hey, just wait till we race each other. We'll go to the finish line.
I'll be all over it. But yeah,
doing the burnout.
But I will say this though, after running Pro Mod like against King Tut, they hold the RPM up and rev it to get some heat in the blower. So I was trying to do that because they say it goes faster. So I was just trying to get some heat in the blower, and
I think that's the opposite on ours.
yeah, that's probably why it slowed down. Honestly.
Yeah, I'm saying wrong.
It did slow down a little bit. Yeah, it slowed
Well,
down.
it's all right.
for sure.
He's got an awesome buy for the finals.
You tell Adam he's on my list.
Hey,
Well, he's tired.
right beside King Tut.
I got Todd Tutterow and Adam.
Hey, tell him that when you see him.
I will.
Come on, woman, let's go. Come on.
You don't. Here.
He's I'm tired.
You think he heard me revving it? You think I intimidated him?
Damn, Kevin, I thought you was